Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Hayden. Today we'll be making spicy Korean soft tofu stew. First, we will get some beef and chop them into smaller slices being relatively thin and only a few millimeters thick. When cutting, please be careful where you place your fingers and gradually move them along with slicing to avoid injuries. Next off, we will take our garlic clove and peel off the skin. To do this, you should chop off the ends of each garlic to make the peeling process more manageable. Then, vertically slice your garlic into tiny pieces and add more savor to the tofu. Now moving on to the actual cooking part of the tutorial. Add a tablespoon of olive oil and leave it alone for a few seconds to allow it to spread. Then, saute your beef for 2 minutes in medium-low heat. Occasionally make sure to move around the meat to avoid it from sticking to each other, and ensure that it won't be overcooked on one side. Sandubu jjigae, more commonly referred to as soft tofu stew, originated from Los Angeles but was popularized in Korea and quickly became a part of Korean culture, leading to society's common misconception that this dish was originated in Korea. Hee Suk-lee created this dish in the 1990s as she strived to produce an affordable dish for her restaurant located in LA. It has been publicized worldwide, successfully merging American and Korean cultures into a flavorsome meal. Once it's around 90% cooked, which should look primarily brown but have a reddish tint, take it out of the pan and place it to the side as it will be used for later. Now we're gonna cook the tofu sauce. Use the leftover oil from the beef to saute our garlic, then gently add the tofu to the pan to avoid it from breaking, and leave it cooking at a medium-high heat for 3.5 minutes. After the 3.5 minutes have passed, season it with salt and add the sauteed beef into the dish. Moreover, add the Baco Korean spicy tofu stew sauce, or any other Korean tofu stew sauce, into the pan and leave it cooking for another 1.5 minutes. However, this time you should gently stir the tofu around to spread the sauce among everything to balance out the flavor at the end, providing more consistency in the final product. When the 1.5 minute passes, place the tofu into a container, and congratulations, you're now finished making the dish. Honestly, I'm kind of proud of how this turned out. Everything was well cooked and the tofu remained relatively intact, while a reasonable amount of sauce was utilized to elevate the dish's flavor, as the sauce isn't too dominant, but it's definitely there. This cuisine is usually served with rice, but you can eat it in whichever way you want. Overall, I strongly suggest that you try making this for yourself as it tastes fantastic, and it not only captures Korean cuisine, but it's also not too complex of a dish to make.